places like Vaishali is waterlogged. Because of the waterlogging, farmers are unable to go and plant a crop as early as possible. Right now, they are planting it by the end of January. If they can plant it by the end of December, just 1 month ahead, their crops will have twice the yield from what they are getting now. So what we are trying to do is to remove this excess water on the surface and put it into the aquifer, the groundwater, so that the farmers can go and plant the crop by the end of December. So this surface drainage, what is happening in many parts of the world, cannot happen here, right? So that is not an option. So what we have to do is to drain it vertically down. So instead of draining horizontally, we have to drain it down. So what we have come up with is to see how can we drain it down. So when we start looking at how it could be drained down, we identify 3 different barriers to vertical drainage. The first barrier is the groundwater level itself. Because immediately after the monsoon, the groundwater levels are almost at the surface. So when the cup is full, you can't put any more water. So you have to allow this natural drainage to take place. Where is this natural drainage taking place? It is going down because from the groundwater, the water is going into the river. So there is a horizontal movement which is allowing the water table to drop down. That is something we have no control over. That is a natural process, right? Then what we see is after a month or 2, by the time we come to, let's say, October, November, what we see is that the groundwater level is going down, but still we have water standing. That is because there is a clay layer between the surface and the groundwater level. It is also stopping the water to go down. So you have pond water standing here, empty soil, and then groundwater. So what we have done is put a hole through the clay layer so that the water will drain into the groundwater, and as the groundwater moves, the water levels also come down. Right? That's what we have done. So the vertical drain is basically a hole through the clay layer. It's reinforced concrete, backfilled with some blue metal, and then put some filter material, some stones and sand, so that the clay does not go in and block it. And therefore the longevity of this intervention will be much longer. So the pipe goes to a depth of about 5 meters. We have dug a hole to 5 meters deep, remove all the clay out, refilled it with coarse material, and therefore the drainage will be much more rapid. So we are not draining permanently. We are not talking about no waterlogging at all. No, that's not what we are saying. All we are doing is we are going to reduce the duration of flooding from 5 months to 4 months. We are trying to give the farmer an extra month to do his planting. Why is it important? If he plants it in early January, the night temperatures are still very low, and therefore the wheat will grow well. If he plants it in end of January or beginning of February, the night temperatures that come up, the yields will be very low. Just by giving him 1 month period, all what we are doing is we are almost doubling the yield.